Totapuri's lesson from Sri Ramakrishna Totapuri had to learn the significance of Kali, the great fact of the relative world, and of Maya, her indescribable power. One day, when guru and disciple were engaged in an animated discussion about Vedanta, a servant of the temple garden came there and took a coal from the sacred fire that had been lighted by the great ascetic. He wanted it to light his tobacco. Totapuri flew into a rage and was about to beat the man. Sri Ramakrishna rocked with laughter. "What a shame!" he cried. "You are explaining to me the reality of Brahman and the illusoriness of the world. Yet now you have so far forgotten yourself as to be about to beat a man in a fit of passion. The power of Maya is indeed inscrutable." Totapuri was embarrassed. About this time Totapuri was suddenly laid up with a severe attack of dysentery. On account of this miserable illness he found it impossible to meditate. One night the pain became excruciating. He could no longer concentrate on Brahman. The body stood in the way. He became incensed with its demands. A free soul, he did not at all care for the body. So he determined to drown it in the Ganges. Thereupon he walked into the river. But, lo! He walks to the other bank. Is there not enough water in the Ganges? Standing dumbfounded on the other bank he looks back across the water. The trees, the temples, the houses, are silhouetted against the sky. Suddenly, in one dazzling moment, he sees on all sides the presence of the Divine Mother. She is in everything. She is everything. She is in the water. She is on land. She is the body. She is the mind. She is pain. She is comfort. She is knowledge. She is ignorance. She is life. She is death. She is everything that one sees, hears, or imagines. She turns yea into nay, and nay into yea. Without her grace no embodied being can go beyond her realm. Man has no free will. He is not even free to die. Yet, again, beyond the body and mind she resides in her transcendental absolute aspect. She is the Brahman that Totapuri had been worshipping all his life. Totapuri returned to Dakshineswar and spent the remaining hours of the night meditating on the Divine Mother. In the morning he went to the Kali temple with Sri Ramakrishna and prostrated himself before the image of the Mother. He now realized why he had spent 11 months at Dakshineswar. Bidding farewell to the disciple, he continued on his way. Enlightened, Sri Ramakrishna later described the significance of Totapuri's lessons. "When I think of the Supreme Being as inactive, neither creating nor preserving nor destroying, I call him Brahman or Purusha, the impersonal God. When I think of him as active, creating, preserving, and destroying, I call him Sakti or Maya or Prakriti, the personal God. But the distinction between them does not mean a difference. The personal and the impersonal are the same thing. Like milk and its whiteness, the diamond and its luster, the snake and its wriggling motion. It is impossible to conceive of the one without the other. The Divine Mother and Brahman are one." After the departure of Totapuri, Sri Ramakrishna remained for 6 months in a state of absolute identity with Brahman. For 6 months at a stretch, he said, "I remained in that state from which ordinary men can never return. Generally the body falls off. After 3 weeks, like a sere leaf, I was not conscious of day and night. Flies would enter my mouth and nostrils just as they do a dead body's. But I did not feel them. My hair became matted with dust." His body would not have survived but for the kindly attention of a monk who happened to be at Dakshineswar at that time and who somehow realized that for the good of humanity Sri Ramakrishna's body must be preserved. He tried various means, even physical violence, to recall the fleeing soul to the prison house of the body. And during the resultant fleeting moments of consciousness he would push a few morsels of food down Sri Ramakrishna's throat. Presently Sri Ramakrishna received the command of the Divine Mother to remain on the threshold of relative consciousness. Soon thereafter he was afflicted with a serious attack of dysentery. Day and night the pain tortured him, and his mind gradually came down to the physical plane.